Hello. I did press the wrong button to push the talk for a second. Oh, I'm working on this short comic, and this is actually the second page, and it's gonna be like 4 or 5 pages in total, just to, get me in the habit of making comics again. So this is gonna be a small little adventure of these two. Thank you. And it's also a nice opportunity to, for me as well, to get to know these characters and get into the habit of drawing them. Not that, the comic the bigger project I'm working on, Weathered, is also gonna include these characters. They won't be the main characters, but they will be in there, so hopefully this will be some nice practice. And also to help me settle on a style for the text bubbles and whatnot, so. Yeah, I've done a comic before, but it's currently, I'm not currently active, so, and I've done that for quite a while. I was very active with that in the first few years, but life happens and other priorities happen, and I just kind of lost interest as well, and I couldn't keep it up. So yeah, I'm gonna start this new project to, hopefully get my interest back again. And for that other comic, honestly, I was just making stuff as I went along and didn't really have a plan. And for this, I really do plan on making a good plan for it and writing a script, and at least have a general sense of where I'm going. So yeah, it'll be fun. Yeah, it's hard to continue with a comic when you don't really have a plan. Well, most of us, we have a plan. We know where to start and we know where, maybe you know where to end, but you don't really know what to do like in the middle or something. So yeah, I've had some friends of mine pass along some really helpful stuff that was on DeviantArt, like tips and tricks how to make a successful comic or how to keep it going and stuff. So one of the tips in that was to practice doing comics by doing smaller comics first, like one pagers, and so I took that advice and doing that right now. I'm gonna make this like 4 or 5 page comic and yeah, see where it goes from there. Yeah, there's some other good stuff in there as well. I'll try to grab the link to it real quick, because I do have it saved somewhere. Alright, so I've put it in the chat and this should have like links to all the articles that they talked about. And I found them really useful, so. Yeah, I hope they will help you. Yeah, you should do that. It's also nice for like exploring character personalities and stuff, because yeah, I mean, when I create a character, I have like this whole like world for them set up in my head, and for me it's just logical, but it's nice to like give others a chance to get to know them as well through a comic. And I'm also looking for hey, hello. I'm also looking for like a way to because what I used to do was that I do just super detailed backgrounds and super detailed line art, and it would take me forever to finish a page, and it's just not, that's not something I want to, like, I don't want to fall into that trap again of overcomplicating things, which will like take away the time from me telling the story. So I would rather like settle for maybe a little less detailed background and keep the story going. How do I blend in Photoshop? I'm not sure, not really sure what you mean. Oh, okay. Colors with brushes. Well, I've got a bunch of brushes that I used to like, I don't really use a smudge tool or anything. I just use well, mostly I use this brush. Let me show you real quick. This one is called Fancy Pants. And if I want to like blend, like for example what I did here, like blend the graying into the more saturated color, I just like, I would want to fade this into the more saturated color. What I do is I choose like a really low opacity fluffy brush. So like this. And well, hardness is not an option for this brush, but be sure to use low opacity and set hardness to like between 0 and 20. And then you just like really gradually yeah, you just really gradually paint over the transition here. And you just, yeah, while I do that, I keep like color picking here and there to make it more smooth. And that's basically all there is to it. I hope that helped. And feel free to shoot me any more questions if you have them. And yeah, I agree with you. Detailed backgrounds can be distracting from the characters, so it's a win-win situation, really. And yes, I am from the Netherlands. Yeah, I did try the iPad Pro. I have one, in fact, and I really like it. And the only programs I use are Procreate and Photoshop, and I've recently acquired Paint Tool Sai, but that's I haven't really had a chance to try it out yet. So other than Photoshop and Procreate, I'm not using any other programs. No, I'm pretty happy with the programs I use right now, so I don't really feel like trying out anything else right now. Yeah, no, I did try, like, I can't really say I tried Paint Tool Sai, but I've like sketched in it for like a half an hour or something. And it's, yeah, they do really have this great, like these great tools for line art, so there's hope for me yet. I mean, I don't really do line art, so I just sketch and refine, I guess. Yeah, I definitely need some getting used to. I'm not sure if I'll ever like use it the way I did use Photoshop, but like it's nice to try something different sometimes. And in Photoshop, I never really used the smudge tool because I don't know, maybe I just use it wrong, but somehow I just can't get it to blend the colors nicely. And in Procreate, actually, the smudge tool is really super nice, and I use it all the time. So it's nice exploring like different tools and different programs that work differently and work better in one program than in the other. Oh, I think I can make decent line art if I tried, but there's just something about it that makes my art turn out like really dead, and I prefer like using the like less straight lines. Like I don't know how to explain this really, but I prefer the more sketchy lines so they show like a little more life in them. I cannot draw hands today. Also, this arm, I don't know what I was on when I sketched this, but this like rough sketch looks like this arm looks way too short. Hey, Viking! So good to see you here. It's nice when you do these live streams like more often now. I feel like I really like have a gang now that watches like every week. And foreshortening still isn't my friend. All my favorite people are here. The art gang. That's nice. That would be nice though. Yeah, that's true. Art supplies are really expensive. Like especially like real, like good real media stuff. Oh man, I wish that too. I mean, I was lucky to be able to get the um, like Photoshop Creative Cloud and during Christmas, like there was a Christmas sale, so I had like 40% off for the what do you call it? I forgot what it's called, but anyways, I got Photoshop Creative Cloud for like normally you pay like $65 a month. Now I pay $40. Like all of the programs. So not just Photoshop, but also InDesign and Illustrator because I use it for my work. Yeah, being freelancer isn't easy. Yeah, it was almost half off, and um, yeah, and also like half, like 40% off for the entire. Why can't I find the English? Hang on, I'm gonna Google Translate this for a second. Like the words on the tip of my tongue, but subscription. Thank you. That's the word. So I was able to get 40% off for the duration of the subscription, which is like a year, so that's really nice. So right now I'm just like working on commissions just to pay for Photoshop, really. While in contrast to that, Procreate, which is also a really awesome program, was only like $11, and then you get the whole program, no monthly fee, nothing. Yeah, true that. Yeah, now they're working with subscriptions, which is yeah on the yeah. But on the other hand, you do get to like I do get to play with other programs as well, which is really nice, like After Effects and Premiere, which is really nice for video editing as well. If I'm recording like speed paintings and stuff. But on the other hand, yeah, it's like super expensive. Yeah, I think they still have student offers, which makes it a little more, like, yeah, a little more doable for students, but it's still like super expensive. Is Clip Studio Paint, is it like, does it have similarities to Photoshop, or is it really that good? Because I haven't tried it, and I don't know if any of you guys work with it. well, if it's got really good options, and I don't blame people for moving to Clip Studio at all. I'm just scared because I rely so much on Photoshop that I don't really want to change to anything else. And I know it's good trying different things, but I also work so fast with Photoshop because I know a lot of the tips and tricks, and I know like my way of my workflow. So it would be really unfortunate if I won't be able to pay for Photoshop anymore. At least I still have Procreate though. Oh, that's good. It's nice that Clip Studio has those options as well. Hey you. Yeah, she did get quite a scare from, well, you'll find out soon enough. I'm not sure if you guys can tell what's going on yet, but I think it will become clear soon enough. But you can feel free to take a guess. Now I want to know what meme that is. I'm really curious now. I imagine Viking is looking furiously for that meme now. Oh no! And here we were waiting anxiously to see that meme. You're gonna have to link us when you find it though, I'd love to see it. And besides, dog memes are always the best. And cat memes. Oh yeah, them too, definitely. I also really love that raptor that goes like this. Like totally overthinking things. The link is too big? Oh dear. That must be one hell of a meme then. Alright, if you tell me what it's called, I could just try to look it up myself. It reminds me of that one moon meme. Hang on. Basically this. I did a meme of one of my characters, like I mean a drawing of one of my characters and friends' characters after a moon meme, which was like kind of hilarious. Like basically just this all the time. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I found it. So yeah. These two belong to my friends. And this is my character Kiona. Yeah. Yeah, true art, man. They are pretty funny. Okay, I'll stop now before I like spend the rest of the evening looking at moon memes. Yeah, it was pretty funny to work on. That's a good guess. Hmm. Maybe she is. Maybe she isn't. We'll never know. Mm-hmm. Insert epic sound effects here. Photoshop is not a fan of my favorite brush. It keeps freaking out. Oh, come on. Photoshop is not playing nice today. At all. Look at how laggy this is. I mean, come on. This file isn't even that big. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Sometimes it just freezes and lags up a little bit when I'm using effect brushes. And even when I'm just sketching and there's like a zero bytes file which should like have no performance issues at all, and I also updated my driver a while back, so that can't be the problem either, so it's weird. I mean, I updated my graphics card driver, that's what I meant. Yeah, I know. Like it shouldn't be bitchy because I'm paying my monthly bills and everything, so how dare you? Yeah, our poor artists already busting our asses to be able to pay for it and then it doesn't work properly. That's just mean. Yeah, totally. Yeah, kinda. And it isn't just for software either, it's like basically with everything you buy today. And I don't really want to continue on the subject anymore because I've jinxed like way too much stuff lately, and like I'm gonna just knock on wood for now because the amount of things that have broken down in my home and around my home is just like fate. It is like karma or something testing me or fate or whatever. It's just unbelievable. So I would hate it if Photoshop or my PC would break down. Like that would that would be serious trouble for me. Yeah, you could just imagine me like looking up at the sky and screaming, "Why? Why?" Like, yeah, yeah, I don't know. That would definitely be something else right there. Yeah, if that happened, I don't think I'd be able to sleep because that's just really fucking scary. And also, if you're wondering what the hell I'm doing with the shading right now, like, I don't have a clue, so yeah, just trying out something that would potentially be a quick way of shading a comic. So if you've got no idea what's going on, neither do I. Ah, thank you. I was trying to think of why the word mushrooms amuses me so much, and I think I finally remember why, because a friend of mine, I think he made like a typo or something and spelled at some point, I don't know why we were talking about mushrooms, doesn't really matter, but I think he like spelled like much rooms instead of mushrooms, and somehow that was really funny at the time. Much rooms. Once you hear it, you cannot unhear it. Oh, that's all right. Yeah, I did try for a while, but I started freelancing, and in Holland you have to like set up like a company for the government. And I started it last year, but I did have a day job next to that still for. So I used to work um, like 4 days in the week, and then one day for my own. And I tried to do art like semi full time, but it didn't really work out. And right now, I'm gonna start with another day job again next to art in March. So yeah, but doing art next to it is like it doesn't really feel like work at all. So it's really nice like getting energy off of that and making a little side money off of it as well. But I think I would either have to like up my prices like way out there to be able to live off of it, or like have like a merchandise shop with like, so you could have um, like a semi-passive income next to doing commissions. Because I think my commission prices are fair. Like they're not cheap, but they're not super expensive as well. So I don't wanna mess with those prices anymore for now. So yeah, like living off of art is not an option for me right now. It's not doable money wise, but it would be nice though. So it's certainly something to strive for. And I think if you're serious about doing art full time, you'd have to yeah, you'd have to like have a really good game plan and like plan stuff ahead really well, because if you're just gonna jump into it, you're just not gonna make it. And it's okay like having a day job and setting things up in the weekend or in your free hours in the evening, and that way you can build up your audience and your like to get little like known into the community. So I think that's definitely the way to go if you're passionate about it. If you're passionate enough about it, then yeah, I think it's definitely doable. And I think I watched this interview with Tamber Ella, Devin L. Kurtz, and I know she is a professional, and I think she mentions something about like you need to have like three things, and yeah, she is amazing, very inspiring as well. And I think she mentioned you'd have like to be able to be successful in art and to be able to make it as a professional, you need three things. And the first one is skill, I think she said. Um, the second is like I think the second was where people like do you have like that people like I don't know how to put this. Like people have to like you, I guess. That's the second one she mentioned. And the third one is if you'd have to be like really good at marketing stuff, like putting your art out there. And she said you'd only need like two of the three to succeed. So you'd only need um like yeah, be able to market your stuff and that people like you and love what you do. So you don't necessarily need like super A plus plus skills to be able to make it. But if you do have like super A plus plus skills, then you need to be either like market your stuff really well, or have like people that like you and follow you and whatnot. So I think that's about the things that she mentioned, but I'm not sure. Like I could link you guys to the interview I watched. It's super inspiring anyway. Yeah, yeah, the following really helps, and I think that also has to do with marketing skills. Like you could be um, like super passionate about something. You don't necessarily need to be super good at it, And if you have like a good following and people like what you do, then that really definitely helps. Yeah. Yeah, I know it's it's really motivating. I'll link you guys to the interview when I find it, because I definitely recommend watching that. She has, like, obviously she made it in the industry, so I think people should definitely listen to what she has to say. In fact, I'm gonna look up that interview right now because I know I will forget to link it otherwise. There you go. It's about like 50 minutes long, but I definitely recommend you listen to that or watch it. Actually, I found a bunch of my my old art when I was dusting off my old hard drive like a while back, and it was like so like weird to see what you can achieve in like 8 years or something. Actually, I can show you guys some if I can find it. I don't think I made that much progress in the first few years that I did art, because I was just looking at others too much, like way too much. I was looking at other artists that I found inspiring. I was like, oh my god, I need to draw like them, and that's not the way to go. Okay, let me see. Alright, this is my character Torres, and I drew that in 2016. That's not too long ago, but let me show you the first drawing I did of him. Ta-da! Like, what even is this, man? Yeah, that was like between those two pictures was like it had to have been more than 10 years. Let me see if I can find some other old stuff. What'll be fun to show. This is from 2014, and I still kind of like this. But yeah, like I said, the first few years that I did, like I did art, I didn't really concentrate too much on developing my own style, and instead I looked at others, which was like, yeah, I tried to mimic others too much, and I wasn't paying attention to my own progress, my own style development. And I think that's part of the reason why I didn't improve as much uh, back then than I did the last couple of years, like last couple 4 or 5 years, I think. I'm gonna try to find some really old art now. I think it was during a live stream where I just did some doodles, like crazy doodles. Yeah. He's pretty cute, right? Glorious, yeah. I think if you dig deep in my DeviantArt gallery, you can find some really old crap as well. Because I've been there on DeviantArt for like 13, 14 years now. Alright, shield your eyes. This is some really old art. I used to make like my own avatar characters, some anthros. I did try some realism at some point. Chester Bennington, bless. And yeah, mostly lions. Yeah, mostly lions. Definitely lions. And Lion King art, of course. 2010, this is from. I think it's safe to say my backgrounds have improved a lot since then. Look, and this sort of Stargate fan art. Some more 2010 art. I think on my old hard drive I still have some art from even before this. I love that show too. Oh my god. And I remember I used to be really proud of this rock and this background. And now I look at it and I'm like, still good, but I'm happy I did improve. I did like my dogs as well back then, and I couldn't draw humans to save my life. Look at this guy. He's like, he doesn't have any teeth. I mean, what happened here? It's so weird. And Castiel fan art, of course. I used to draw my lions really, like, with really long bodies. And spiky hair. You know, of course. Yeah. Well, if you guys want to see any of my old art, then you can, like, find it in a really dark corner on my DeviantArt gallery. Oh my god, Stargate was, like, live when it was on TV, man. I think we had this old recorder at home, and I remember I wasn't able to watch it every week. And I used to like put on the recorder, but it didn't always work, and I was so pissed off when it didn't record Stargate. I was kind of obsessed with it. I don't know how old you guys are, but yeah, I used to record Stargate on like these videotapes. The good old times. I know, the deepest betrayal, man. I was so pissed off when it didn't record. Yeah, I think my dad liked it too, but not. He wasn't as passionate about it as I was, because I would freak the shit out if it didn't record, man. I would freak out. Oh, good. I'm not the oldest. That's good. I'm 28. Yeah, you're a young bean. Ah, that's okay. Okay, see you later, Viking. Man, I'm just talking and reading right now. I'm not drawing at all anymore. The new seasons? You mean like new Stargate series? Because I do remember there was like Stargate Atlantis at some point. But Stargate SG-1, that was the true Stargate, man. I did enjoy Atlantis as well, though. But there was another beside Atlantis as well, wasn't there? Yeah, I don't even remember its name, actually. But I don't remember the setting either, I think. Yeah, I don't know either. I'm not too well informed about anything other than SG-1, really. I don't think I ever watched it. I'm a huge fan of Battlestar Galactica as well. That I definitely recommend. Alright. Yeah, I think I did hear of it or even watch some of it, but I don't really remember. I guess it's not really available to watch anywhere right now, like online or anything. I doubt it's on Netflix. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I really like it when shows do that. Like you don't have like standalone. Yeah, not like standalone, just standalone episodes, but then you have like a bigger plot. That's really cool. I wish they would put Battlestar on Netflix, man. I would watch the shit out of it. Yeah, that's too bad. If it was like available to watch online somewhere, I would watch it in a heartbeat. Yeah, what I loved about it is that it wasn't just like a regular sci-fi series. It was so much more than that because like it was much more deeper and much more religious in a way like that than yeah, like a very deep storyline. I really like that. It wasn't just a classic good versus evil type of show. Oh, I'm convinced already. I just wish I could watch it somewhere. Yeah, me too. Alright, guys, it's been really fun talking to you again, and thank you all for joining. But I'm gonna call it a night for now. Because my wrist is dead, Photoshop, it keeps acting up, and I need a break. So, thanks, guys, and see you again next time, hopefully.